Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm taking you on a bit of a journey, heading to Cork to have a look at the sales. I'd like to have a look at Marks and Spencer's, and unfortunately we don't have one here in Limerick. So I'm in Limerick Junction. I'm going to be heading on the train. As you can see there, it's a lovely bright morning, but it's severely cold. And we had quite a frost during the night. It's Friday the 9th of February and we've had sleet and snow, but it's lovely now. The roads were fairly bad. My husband John drove. Would you like to say hello to the people, John?
Morning, how are you?
This is John, my husband of many years. He had me laughing my head off in the car. I said to him I might do a bit of a vlog. And he said, oh God, he said, will you let me know when you're going doing that in future? He said, I was in the kitchen the other evening and he said, you just started talking and I thought that you were talking to me. And he said, I was going to shout back at you, what on earth are you on about? So I was laughing my head off. Anyway, we're going to be heading on the train in about 5 minutes or so and looking forward to the day out. So I'll do a little bit of filming while I'm in Cork, not a whole load, but looking forward to sharing it with you. Well, we're here in Cork. We're just crossing over the bridge into the city centre, and this is the River Lee in Cork. Lovely bright day, but as I said earlier, very, very cold. Main street in Cork called St. Patrick's Street. This Merchants Quay shopping centre, that's where Marks and Spencer's is, just here on my left. It's fairly busy here, so I'm a bit conscious about filming. I need to get here earlier if I want to do that. Got some final reductions, which is what I wanted to look at. Was here a couple of weeks ago. So I'm just going to have a nosy. We're in Koto, our favourite Thai restaurant here in Cork, and I guess we're creatures of habit, but for us we're just very conservative. We always go for the red Thai curry and the brown rice. It's our favourite. Well, as you can see, that was absolutely delicious. So we're back from our day out in Cork, and we had a really wonderful day. The sales were slightly disappointing, but I did manage to pick up a few bits. What I was really looking for was maybe a nice Christmas jumper for next year, well, for this year, next Christmas, and didn't manage to get that. But I did pick up another couple of bits, so I'm going to show you what I managed to get. And I only managed to get one item in Marks and Spencer's, but I'm really pleased with it. And I was really excited. Let's see. I bought this beautiful black dress. Now I haven't worn black really. I did buy a black jumper this Christmas, but black, I used to wear a lot of black years ago. But this is the dress that I bought. Now they had very limited sizes, but I ended up getting it in a 14, which I don't take. I would need a 16 and sometimes an 18 depending on the style. But I tried it on in store because, as you know, with Marks and Spencer's, you can't return the sale items. But there was no price on it. So I had to queue up. There was a fairly large queue there. I had to queue up to go and ask how much it was and then decide if I was going to purchase it. So I kind of had in my head, I don't know if you can see the ruching on it. I had in my head, how much would you pay? So I was thinking 30, maybe 35. I was figuring it was probably around 70. So I queued up and there was a lovely guy working behind the counter. So I said to him, there is no price on it. So he was apologising and he put it through. So he said, well, it was, I think he said it was 60 something. And he said it's reduced to €16 and I think 14 cents or something. So I was absolutely thrilled to bits. I said, yeah, I'm definitely having that. So as I said, I had gone in the changing room. Now it is a bit long. I'm going to try it on for you and see what you all think of it. You might give me some advice. I can't return it anyway. So let's see. So yes, I'm very pleased with the fit of this. It's very, very comfortable to wear. It's got this elasticated ruching around the waist here, and I think it fits fairly nice. I like the length of the sleeves, and I guess you could wear this all year round, but personally I think it'll be one that I'll wear maybe in the summer. So I have kind of paired it with a pair of sandals, but you could wear a pair of boots and a coat over it in the winter, I guess, especially with it being black. But this kind of gypsy style, which I really, really like. So I'm just going to stand back and you can give me your opinion on what you think of it. But I guess if I really love it, I will wear it anyway. So let's see. And it's got pockets, which I think most of us ladies love a pocket in a dress. It's really flowy. Yeah, the length, I don't know if you can see how far down it goes. I'll check in a while. It is actually a long, and I would normally take a petite, but I kind of like my dresses long, and flowy. I don't know, I just feel really, really comfy in this, and I think it fits really nicely. So it kind of pulls me in here around on top of the tummy, which is my problem area. I have a fairly large tummy, and the ruching, I guess, just pulls it in under the chest area, which I think is flattering. I'd love it to have this in other colours, especially at that price. It's a bargain. So what do you think? Sorry, I should have said at the start. No, well, I can say that now, can't I? Well, just to begin with, I'm 60 years old. I'm 5'1.5". Probably not even 5 foot now anymore if I measured myself. I think I've shrunk. But I'm 5'1" tall, and I take a size 16. With my jeans, I can take a size 14, depending. If they're elasticated, a 14 will fit me. But other than that, would be a 16. Sometimes on the top, it can be 16, 18, and with a dress, 16, 18. So that'll give you some idea. Now, after Marks and Spencer's, I went, walked down the high street, loads of shops. I had a nosy in a few of them, but I ended up going into Penny's or Primark. I guess it's known everywhere. I don't know whether that's because of J.C. Penney in America or whatever, but I think they're only allowed to use the name Penny's in Ireland. But anyway, it's Primark. And I did pick up a few bits there. Got some good bargains. So I'm going to show you what I got there. So to start with, I picked up this lovely pink jumper. And I got it in the size large. Now, it was a very good reduction on that. It had been €16 and it was reduced to 7. So I was happy enough with that. Now it has the high neck, which I'm not normally a lover of, but look, we'll give it a go and see. So this is the jumper. Sleeves are a bit long on me. I've that one rolled up. I guess you could just shove them up as well. I don't like them when they're too long. I'm fairly small. I do like it. It is high up, but it would be lovely and warm for this time of year. And just kind of put this chain with it to elongate it a little bit, I guess, the neckline, because I'm used to wearing a V-neck. I find it a bit more flattering. For, I guess, when you're overweight, I think the V-neck is just a bit more flattering. I always find, excuse me, I always find anyway. So I've paired it with these jeans, and they're just a pair of, they're Marks and Spencer's wide leg jeans. They're very, very comfortable. So they're ones that I had purchased just before Christmas in Marks and Spencer's. I think they were about €50, but they were worth every penny. They're very elasticated. Now, if I can find them, I'll link them below. They still had them in store in Cork the other day. But if you are going to purchase this type of jean in Marks and Spencer's, my advice would be to size down, because when I tried them on, I tried on a 16 and they were huge. So I tried on the 14. I actually ended up getting them in a 12, believe it or not. I think Marks and Spencer sizes are fairly generous anyway. But I have other jeans in a 14 from Marks and Spencer's. But yeah. Anyway, back to the jumper. I love the colour. I think the pink is really, really pretty. And just lovely and warm, lovely and soft. With pennies, I can return it, even though it's in the sale, but I think I'm going to keep this one. I could maybe just tuck it there a bit. Now, obviously, I just left on those sandals. I would be wearing it with a pair of boots at this time of year. And, yeah, I think I like that. I think this one is a thumbs up from me anyway. What do you think? So the next thing I bought in pennies was this shirt, and I'm really liking this. I don't know whether I'm getting back into my black phase again or what, but again, it was €15 and it was reduced to 7. And I have a few shirts like these, but they're all long. What I liked about this one is it's cropped, so I think it's going to look really nice. And I think I know what I'm going to pair this with. So I'm going to just quickly pop that on and we'll see. Now this one I'm a bit unsure of, so I'll be interested to hear what you all think of it. I like the length, but I don't know about the shape too much. Now I paired it with these, they're my Halara jeans. Again, they're very stretchy. I got those in a size medium. I have them probably 2 months, I would think. And I don't know about the shape of this. I rolled this sleeve up. This one I just left down so that you could see the way that it is. Now I don't know how I'm feeling. That's the back. I paired it with my Adidas runners, and they're my lovely comfy cozy ones, along with my lovely comfy cozy Halara jeans. But I don't know about the shape of this. Now I can tuck it. I don't know if I like that either. I could side tuck it or whatever, maybe. Just tuck it there. I'd have to be looking in the mirror now to see what way that is, but I'm not sure. So what do you think of that? Now that was the end of the clothes, but I have got some other bits and bobs. I bought these 2 hats. They had C on and they were reduced. They were only €1. Now I had one of these last year when we went to Thailand in the white. I still have it, but it got soiled with makeup all in here. The foundation rubbed off on it. But it was a very comfortable one to wear because I can put my ponytail out through the back of it. And I have a lovely photograph of me actually with the elephants with the ponytail out the back, and I'm wearing one of these hats. So I can't wash it because I'd imagine there's probably cardboard or whatever inside. Yeah, I'd say this thing is probably cardboard, but anyway, for €1, I thought what a bargain. They had been $4.50. So they just had one each with the C in the black and in the white. So I thought I'm going to have one of both of those. They'll be handy for holidays and they'll be handy for the summer. So next, I think I got the bargain of the year. Probably a strange time of year to be buying these, but they had these, which I will put up next, maybe August, September. And they were actually reduced, believe it or not, from $9.50 again to €1, and they had a stack of them up near the tills. So I took one for my daughter and one for myself. So yeah, I'm thrilled to bits with that. Won't get them for €1 come Halloween or come the autumn this year, so may as well pick them up and put them away maybe with the Christmas decorations, and I'll know where they are. So yeah, that was a bargain. So I just have another couple of items. It's just a new toiletry bag that I picked up for myself. This wasn't in the sale, but I've been needing one. And as you can see, it's got two of these plastic pouches. It'll fit a good bit of stuff in, and they're just Velcro that it closes with. But it's this beautiful velvet. It was a tenner, it was €10, and I think it was worth it. It looks really expensive, I think, and luxurious. So, dead pleased with that. It's nice to have a new one. All the inside of them, I have a couple, and probably need is the wrong word, but they get very grubby on the inside. It's just nice to have a change and something clean, isn't it? Especially when you're traveling. So last but not least is just one of these little bow headbands, basically. And look, I'll open it. That was just €3. It wasn't in the sale. But just for when I'm doing my, you know, taking off my makeup or applying my makeup. It's got the little bow on it. And yeah, when I'm washing my face, it's just handy to keep the hair out of your face. So that's it, isn't it? Yeah, that's the end of my clothes and little bits and bobs haul and my day out in Cork. So thank you all so much for watching, and thank you for the lovely comments that you've been leaving for me. It's lovely to be back, and I've really enjoyed this kind of a video. I hope you have too. So if you have, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all again soon.